armed man is in custody after a standoff in Sacramento County. An ongoing dispute between two neighbors led to today's standoff. And at one point today, police say the suspect fired several shots, one hitting a sheriff's office surveillance drone.
Now, this all played out on Kincaid Way, west of Watt Avenue, and KCRA 3's Cecil Hannibal is live with what he's uncovered.
Guys, a scary situation for people living in this Arden Arcade neighborhood. And in fact, the standoff ended around noon today, but this scene is still active. I want to show you. You can see that basketball goal wrapped in crime scene tape. Well, down the street, investigators are still out in front of this home. That call came in at 8 a.m. this morning, so they've been here that long, guys. Now, investigators, they tell us that this suspect fired multiple shots towards deputies. You mentioned the surveillance drone that he shot down. Well, they also say some of those bullets actually hit a home, one of his neighbor's home that was not involved in the dispute, and they tell us that people were sheltering inside of that home. Thankfully, no one was hurt. Deputies say they did not have to fire shots back before he eventually surrendered. Again, all of this started as a dispute between two neighbors weeks ago. The standoff today, the situation today started when one of the neighbors reported that the suspect vandalized their car. Well, deputies were already aware of a previous situation between the two neighbors, and they say when they arrived, when that first situation, the previous one, they say the man pulled out a handgun during a dispute. No charges were filed in that situation. Well, today, when sheriff's deputies arrived, they say that the suspect refused to come outside, and they say things escalated even further when they reportedly saw him with a rifle in his backyard. That's when SWAT was called here, and neighbors were asked to either evacuate or shelter in place. And right before he came out and surrendered, deputies say he started firing shots in this typically quiet neighborhood.
A home actually across the street was struck. There's a bullet hole in there. Again, fortunately, nobody hurt. So that's the biggest takeaway. Not a single person harmed in this.
To know that someone could have lost their life by a stray bullet is really scary.
And again, guys, this is not the first time that deputies have been called to this neighborhood. Neighbors say they were shocked to see SWAT today, but they say the first dispute, again, that started when deputies say the man pulled a gun on his neighbor. Again, charges weren't filed in that situation. But now all of this escalating today to a standoff. And they say that that man is now in custody and he's facing a slew of charges, guys. And again, neighbors I've been talking to say they never expected something like this to happen today. In Sacramento, Cecil Hannibal, KCRA 3 News.
All right, so he's in custody, but do we have any idea who he is or what this dispute with the neighbors was about?
Guys, we've been asking these questions. We're working to get those details. The sheriff's department has not released his identity or mugshot just yet, but talking to a neighbor that has nothing to do with the situation, they told me that they've known this man for 20 years. And what they said was that right now he's been dealing with mental health issues. They said that his mother is suffering from cancer. And so they said they knew that he was struggling or needed help with his mental health. Guys.
All right, Cecil, thanks for the live report. We'll continue to follow it.